Thanks for listening to the Made to Fuel podcast. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't ever miss an episode. Feel free to stay social with me on Instagram at MadeFitnessCT. Search Made to Fuel podcast to find the show on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Every episode is 10 minutes or less, so you can listen multiple times to fuel you throughout each week. Spread the message and share the podcast with anyone in your life to help fuel them too. Now, let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of the Made to Fuel podcast. Thank you for joining me. My name is Matt, and I want to spend a little bit of time talking about developing a positive attitude. It's easy to have a good attitude when things are going your way or when you're happy or just doing well. But I ask you this, how are you when things aren't going well? If you're like me, I get bent out of shape and stressed out. My stubbornness as a Taurus fully comes out. I tend to get moody and let it affect how I'm reacting to certain things or people reaching out to me in that moment. If you're a coach and your team isn't winning or goes on a losing streak, how does it affect you? If you've been working extremely hard on something and the results aren't producing the way you hoped, what's your attitude like during that? On the flip side, if we have a growth mindset attitude during these dark times, that's the difference maker. Our minds are powerful things. The stories we tell ourselves and the things we believe about can either prevent change from happening or allow new skills to develop. Meanwhile, someone with a growth mindset would be willing to try something new or go after a challenge even if they failed at first. They see failure and setbacks as an indication that they should continue developing their skills rather than a signal that indicates, I'm not good at this. I should just give up or give in. People who have a growth mindset attitude are more likely maximizing their potential. They tend to learn from criticism rather than ignoring it, to overcome challenges rather than avoiding them, and to find inspiration in the success of others rather than feeling threatened. It's hard to get better or improve if your beliefs and attitude hold you back. It's hard to get better or improve if your beliefs and attitude hold you back. So think to yourself, what's your attitude like? Is it worth catching? Is it something that's going to help people? Or is it something that's going to hurt people? Developing these positive attitudes, aspiring to have a growth mindset attitude, is going to maximize not only yourself, but the potential that's inside of you. I want to thank you guys for listening to this episode. If there's anyone in your life that you think can benefit from it, please feel free to share this with them. We're going to do it again next week. I'll catch you right back here on the Made to Fuel podcast. Bye.